Hello, my name is Jim Tsokanos. I'm the President of the Americas for MS&L, and I'm very happy to be here today.
Why is it important for MS&L's activities network-wide to become more digital?
I think it's really important for two reasons. I think technology is having an amazing impact on both our clients and their various industries, whether it's healthcare or banking or consumer products or retail. And I also think on the area of communications, when you take a look at Twitter and social media and Facebook and CRM and the role that data and information is playing, it's really important that we wrap our heads around what's important to our clients, what's important to the marketplace, and what will differentiate us moving forward.
Which of our current campaigns do you think are particularly groundbreaking for their digital component?
When I think of several campaigns, one I absolutely loved was the work that we did recently for Evian with the dancing water babies. And I think the use of social media there was a great example of something that was fun, entertaining, and engaging. And I think those are really important elements when it comes to dealing with consumers. On a much larger scale, the work we're doing for Underwriters Laboratories on the Just Look for UL and Safety at Home for the Holidays campaign, I think is a really great example of something that is so scalable, that has web development, and it has social media, and it has digital, and it has video. I think it's a best-in-class example of a very large digital project that really brings the potential to life of what MS&L should be offering every one of its clients. And I encourage everyone to go to safetyathome.com to check that out. Again, www.safetyathome.com to experience it for yourself. I think it's just a great example of the work that we do in digital.
How do you see the digital landscape changing in the next year? Do you expect to see more digital activity?
Yeah, I think that digital is going to continue to transform business in a very, very large way. I think the monetization of social media is going to be a huge trend, and the ability to show conversion. I think that mobile marketing will continue to grow very quickly as that third screen in terms of communication and doing planned programs and campaigns. I think is going to play a very large role. And I think that overall data is going to be a very, very large opportunity for us.
And how do you see digital and traditional PR activities converging in the future?
Yeah, I don't think it's one or the other. I think the role of digital is to empower the consumer 24/7 and to be able to allow them to take the message and customize it in a way that really makes sense. And I think for a brand, and I think the opportunity offline is to create live experiences that ultimately create a real emotional connection between them and the consumer. So I think there's been a lot of discussion about one or the other. I don't think it is one or the other. I think it's really the middle space, and our ability to navigate that and to offer that sort of point of view that both, how do they work together in a complementary way is ultimately what I think a great campaign is built upon.
How important is it that MS&L employees at all levels build their digital skills and become digital activists?
I think it's really important. One of the things that you've heard me talk a lot about is about empowerment of our employees, and we've spent an enormous amount of resources this year on training and development to make sure that our employees have the tools that they need. I think you're going to see our digital team come out with maybe up to 20 new tools next year and products. And I think it's going to be incumbent upon everybody to understand how do they work, how do we sell them to our clients, how do they create value. I think that's going to be absolutely paramount. And then the other is I encourage you to enjoy social media channels. We started with a Yammer account. We did the multi-log when we announced the new organization. I know a lot of us have our own Facebook accounts as well, so I encourage everyone to experiment. But the one thing I just want to remind everybody is you are an executive of this company 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So remember, whatever you put on your Facebook or your Twitter account is a true reflection of who you are, both from a business persona as well as a personal. So I think just use your judgment and be smart.
Do you have any other thoughts you'd like to share?
By now, hopefully you've learned a lot more about our new positioning, which is called Influencer Activism Marketing, which is really taking influencer and IMS&L to the next level. Really, one of the things that we have so much credibility in and authenticity is our understanding of influencers and the four quadrants, and I think IMS&L has been just a fantastic example. And it combines sort of IMS&L with this idea of activism marketing and communications, that great brands are created and moved online in ways that really motivate and mobilize consumers. And it falls into four really simple buckets. The first is I am conversation, which is really about getting people to talk and to chat and to create buzz around brands. And we have a lot of new products, from listening tools to buzz tools to measurement tools that I think are really going to be interesting. The next is I am community, which is really about communities are about passion points and getting people to share. So it's about sharing information, sharing data, sharing content. The third bucket is called I am content, which is about getting consumers to generate content. And that's really important because with consumer-generated media today, that's incumbent upon us to understand what are the tools that are needed, both professionally generated content as well as personal generated content. And then the final one is I am commerce, which is really, and conversion, which is all about commerce at the end of the day. And how do we get more people making money online, and how do we take the work that we do and translate it into transactions and dollars? So those are the four different buckets that fit under this idea of I am, and I encourage you guys to utilize it, to learn it, to use it in our presentations and with your clients.